just take the money. What the hell, man? Did you? I don't know if I lost you guys or not, but how tilting is that? So now I'm just on the Wi-Fi. Okay. Hopefully, it doesn't lag. Because I was told not to use the Wi-Fi. I was told to just use this landline thingy, but that went dead on me. Huh. We got top pair, but I'm gonna check it. Slow play, a little trap. You don't always want to like, oh, there's a flush draw, protect your hand. No, no, no. Let them bluff you. I check a lot when I don't have nothing, right? So I'm doing some balance here. The last couple times I checked this guy, he bet. Second spitter. Go ahead, second spitter. Show me what you're working with. 750. Raised to 17. Really? Well, he's either got a flush draw, a set, or a better king. So we're going to fold. Or he's making some goofy move. But notice, like, I saved the bet there because, he probably would have done that anyway if I bet. So I got away. That's really crazy to just check fold there. I did not expect to be doing that. Ooh, 3 queens. That's good. Going to try to get him to bite. I've been checking back a lot. If he had an ace here, he's not folding. He might represent something later. Do a little reverse float. Am I 6-handed here? Still gonna fold that. Everyone's like R.I.P. R.I.P. because I lost my connection for a minute there. All right, it's raised. Everyone's freaking out. They want to see the end of that hand, right? Jimmy, Jimmy, Cocoa Puff, come it to me now. No, 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 no. I love you too, Iceman 4991. I'm gonna let it go. Jimmy, Cocoa Puff, come it to me now. That's funny. Swaggerino says, waiting 3 minutes in 2016? Lol. You'll see the hand hopefully as soon as I'm back up. Haha. It always tilts me. That's the one thing I drives me crazy about streaming. When I'm on the road, I'm in these hotels, and you're a victim to the hotel internet, and sometimes it just snags out, and then like people are following, and then they're like, like it's annoying, right? Let's see. Yes, I won the king queen hand. If those of you are asking. Yeah, so I won the hand with. I did win the king queen hand. For those asking. It was weird. It was like he bet the turn. Apparently, I got there just in time to call, and then the river was like I just gave up. I wasn't paying attention enough, and I just kind of didn't want to like get raised or something. So Taylor Swift is back, huh? Hey, honey. She's like all over me lately, Taylor Swift. My favorite course to play in Las Vegas is TPC Summerlin. Play there. Who's your favorite snooker player? I don't have one. You excited for Whispers of the Old Gods? I am. Whispers of the Old Gods. It's a Hearthstone stuff. Okay. There are 8 games. Kikonen. I saw some 8-game running here in New Jersey. I think it's $1 and $2. A great way to learn. You know, not overextending yourself. Playing too high. Last years from England. I know you're keen on football. Look, everyone's asking about favorite teams. I don't watch like football or soccer, European. I watch the Toronto FC. A little, you know, Giovinco, the little, you know, the little 5'3", he run around, scored the goal, all the goal. He scored all the goal. Oh man, I've been playing pretty tight under the gun. Let's do it one time. Come on, this is not a very good hand, but so what? Don't re-raise me. I'm raising under the gun, people. Pay attention. Focus. I've folded like 2 or 3 of these hands already. You should know that if you've been watching. So you still calling me? What are you, cray-cray? I'm going to bet this one. Because unless he has ace-king, he could have ace-queen, ace-jack type hands. So I'm going to have to bluff him off this one. Fold, bro. Just fold. Yeah! Small ball. You see? Small ball, small ball, small ball, small ball, small ball. Then when you bet, when you want to bluff, when you need to bluff, when you have to take it, they give you some credit. Small ball. Okay, let's see the flop. Suited. There we go. Top pair. This is a check spot, guys. You just check. If he bets here, we're not folding, I don't think. We're going to maybe even raise him because he's short on chips. He's got 600. I'm going to just call. Ooh, flush draw. Pair sevens. Hey. He could have a king, but so what? So what? What are you going to do? You got a king. Big deal. Huh? You got a king? This guy trying to bluff me with a 1250 bet? You got 1900 left. Well, you got a king, you got a king. I ain't folding never. So let's raise it up. Go. You got me, you got me. Maybe he'll fold. Huh? What are you going to fold? You going to fold now? Huh? You got 2 jacks? You want to fold? Huh? What you going to do? You going to fold? You going to throw it away? Throw it away. It's okay. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. See ya. Like the plane. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Go, go. Bet 1200. Now you're not calling for 19? If you're not insta-calling, I'm not too disappointed with my situation here. He's going to tank. Oh, aces? What the fuck? Flush. That's what you get for slow roll tanking me. Oh, yeah, baby. Who's got 14K, 1320, 292? We do. We were grinding all day here. Down from we were at 2,000 in last place. And now we are officially in 17th out of 42 runners. Okay, so that play looked like awful. Like, oh, how does he do those 7-3 suited, right? So I had a pair and a flush strike. Catch a 7, a 3, or a diamond. On top of all that, I might have the best hand, guys. It's important to note. He might have a flush draw himself. He might also have 10s or jacks and fold when I check raise on the king. He took forever with aces, so who knows, you know? So the reason I do that is because if I'm calling 1200, it's very difficult to ever think of a situation where I'm going to fold for the last 19. So by check raising, looks a little bit stronger, puts the pressure on my opponent, and sometimes they fold hands that they shouldn't. Okay. All right. Yeah, baby. Got a little lucky one time. One time. What about the Penguins, eh? Lucas Smith, hockey, NHL. You guys are fans of the game? Penguins are looking good right now. My buddy Phil Kessel plays for that team. M4X Off says, Daniel, I'm doing pretty good in tournaments, but suck at cash games. Any advice? Yes. I have great advice for you. It's similar to what a doctor would give you. If, let's say, for example, you go to the doctor, right? And you go to the doctor and you go, doctor, when I lift my hand up like this, it really, really hurts. You know what the doctor said? Stop lifting your hand like this. So, okay, if you're doing good in tournaments, keep it up. You know, keep up the good work. And if that changes, I don't know, give it a shot again. What is my opinion? Sverker101K asked, what's my opinion of Akari's GPI team? It was okay. I don't know the Brazilian guys too well, so they could be like geniuses, phenoms. But I thought he made a couple decent picks. I don't know, he could have done better, though, to be honest. I thought, like I said before, I thought Maria Ho did the best job drafting. She got, for this format, people don't get it. It's going to be heads up, man. You want to go with the heads? Oh, I folded A6 suited to a double raise. Flop nut flush draw. Oh, man. It's the right play, but it's so tilting to see it, right? Latimo says, "You're a true inspiration. I really look up to you. No homo, but much respect." It's okay. Even if it was homo, I don't judge. You do whatever you got to do. I know I'm a sexy guy, so some people from all different backgrounds are attracted to this. Who wouldn't be, right? Think about it. And everyone is a little when you look at this face. Am I still friends with Click asks, am I still friends with the dating guru Patty Stanger? I've seen her a couple times since I did the show, but it's not. We don't exactly hang out or anything. Yes, Uber Winning asks if I play a 100K Raz tournament in the World Series. That's probably... I play all the games pretty well, I think, right? I have a pretty good overall game across the board. The one weakest game that I would say is mine is probably Raz. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's just some things that I'm missing, but... Everyone's like loving it. Yeah, wrecked. That's what's up. Did you see... it's funny, I'm catching up because it's 3 minutes delay. Toshino asks a question about the ace-4 hand at the main event and why I didn't shove. If you'd like to know the answer to that, please check out fullcontactpoker.com, click on the blogs, and look back for the one that was after July, after the main event, and I go into detail explaining why I didn't shove in that spot. One stack, two stack asks about Survivor and whether I'll go on the show. I am considering it. So there are a couple key issues that I have to think about. Now that I have citizenship and I'm legal to be on the show. I do have great assets in terms of, friendship with Boston Rob, who would obviously be willing to help me. But on top of that, more importantly, I'm, the food thing, like I'm a vegan, right? As a, I've been a vegan for 10, 15 years. And I wonder if that's feasible on the show in terms of like, you don't get a lot of food. I think they eat like 600-700 calories a day. And that's barely enough, right? So I would have to consider what that would look like for me. Like, would I just eat whatever I had to, which is, very good possibility. And if I did, I would have to start eating that before I went on the show, because if I ate meat right now, like if I ate a steak, I'm going to be sick probably because my body doesn't have, it's going to be alien bacteria and stuff and like fats and different things that my body's never experienced. So I wouldn't just go out on the show and then be like, oh, I'm going to eat this and that. No. I do believe that a lot of people on the show don't take advantage of all the plant life that's there because they're afraid. The fear is that the poisonous stuff that can kill you looks similar in a lot of cases to stuff that you can eat. So people don't like to risk it because they don't want to get sick. I would probably risk it, and I would probably do some plants, and I'd try to eat a lot of plants. If I found plants, like, it's huge. I mean, that's what I live on, plants. So, yeah, I consider it. I mean, I love the show. The physical, I would want to be, and I'm, like, physically I'm in the best shape of my life, so that helps. But I would like to be even, a better swimmer, learn how to do all the things I need to do. But I do think I have the right set of tools to do very well in a show like Survivor. Competitive, connected to people and understanding, when people are lying to me and bluffing to me and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it really translates well. Okay, we've got King 10. We're deep enough where we can bet and call a check raise. So we're going to bet small. If we check raises here, we are not folding. His name is Fade or Holds. Get it? Like Fade or Holds? Okay, see, it's so funny. Like, I can predict these things before they happen. He check raised. Call. All right, pair of tens. So we got tens and an open-end straight draw. This check raise can mean a lot of things. You could have queens with a flush draw. You could have queen jack. Whatever. We're not going to fold for that price here. We're getting like 3-4 to 1. Well, we could catch probably an ace, 9, or a king, or an ace, 9, king. Oh, a lot of cards. Never mind. 5. Ooh, that's not good. What is this guy doing over here? Please check and just give up. Fade or holds. Because if he's got queen jack, he should check now, maybe thinking I have overpair, right? Or bet really small. Don't bet, bro. All in? Fucker. There's a very good chance my hand is good here. Getting 2 to 1 that he has a missed draw. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I just don't know the guy well enough, so I have to play it Safe until I have more information on the guy. Nice hand. I told you. Should have called him. Yeah, good bluff. Kind of. Not really, but it's kind of goofy, but it worked, so. You do it for the stream. Very nice. Fade or holds. Okay. So now we know. Now we know you're that guy. Right? It did seem fishy, right? Because unless he has queens or jacks, or, you know, made a straight on the turn, it's hard for him to have like a hand that he wants to play that way, you know? Check raise. Should have called him. That would have been sick, right? And be like, oh, explode the internet. Yeah. Down, down, baby. All right. Big pot. Let's see flop. Not the one we want. Oh, that was disheartening. I'm glad he showed it, though. Because now at least my read was right in terms of like the range of hands. It just didn't seem right. Getting 2-1. And if that's not a tournament, right? That's one of the key differences. I would have called him if it wasn't a tournament, probably. Because, you know, getting 2-1 is fine. But in a tournament, I look at the 8,000 in chips that I have. And the blind's still relatively small. And I don't want to just go, well, let's hope. And that's one of the key differences that a good tournament player incorporates is that he doesn't just call it off. Even when you think you're supposed to sometimes because you want to just stay in the game and give yourself a chance to, you know, just get it in with a less risk. And one of the things, too, I think in these smaller limit things, this isn't actually that small, people are trying goofy stuff against me. And they're doing this online more than they probably would live. Like, if that was live, he probably doesn't run that line against me when I could look at him and see it in his eyes. Get me a little green juice. Hang tight. What do we got? All in call? All right, 1 sec. Oh, wow. We're four-handed over at this table. Fold there. Postmates brought to you. Honey something. Honey whatever. Little beans and rice. A little cold from yesterday. Not nearly as good cold, but what are you going to do, you know? When you're living the hotel life. Ashkatha. Steve O'Pisks asks if I think the Toronto Maple Leafs will get Steve Stamkos. I hope not. They keep making the same mistake of going too early. They blow up the whole problem, the whole plan. Wait. Get good first. Give it 3 more years. Then you talk about adding players like him. Him coming is just like the same thing they did with my buddy Phil. Like, what's the point? The team was no good. Don't bring a good player to a bad team. Let them develop the youth. Someone asks. Who asked? All right, we're going to fill this. Jay Hanskier says, it seems like you have a much better awareness of other players' styles versus just knowing numbers like other streamers. Is this something that came natural to you or something you had to learn? Mostly natural, but it's from experience, from actual table experience playing with people. Like that, right? Fedor holds bluff. It felt really fishy, you know? But here's the thing, too. You want to be a good player, you're going to get bluffed. If you never get bluffed, ever, you're just not trying hard enough to play well. Sometimes you have to, you know, just part of the game. If you just always call, then, you know, that's not good. Jim 4N asks, how do you keep motivated after going broke? That was always something that I was very good at. When I was broke, I was more motivated than any human being ever. I would like borrow money or whatever I had to do and then grind 12 hours a day. Just all I did was play so I could pay the person back and then, you know, build a little bankroll for myself. Yeah, motivation wasn't a problem. I'm going through a lot of questions that are not very good. Plus a meeting. It's not that bad, cold. MT Dave 1 says about Survivor. Unfortunately, others would say you don't need the money and would vote you out. Don't think I haven't thought of that, and don't think I don't have a plan for that. That's all I'm going to say. Can't give away my whole strategy. What do we got here? I think this is a shove, right? 10. Yeah, I think I'm just going to shove. Problem with eights, I mean, I need to win this pot, right? And if I raise and the blinds call, or whatever people call, there's just a lot of bad flops that I'm going to get outplayed on, you know? So, in that spot, with the amount of chips I had, I was better off just shipping in. If they call with ace, queen, ace, king, fine. Or a bigger pair, whatever. I wasn't folding to a 3-bet, so. Ship it. Congratulations, iPlaymaker. He just won the biggest tournament of his life, $38,000. Good job. Now spend it all on PokerStars.ng or whatever the hell the dot is. And gamble up with the boys and girls. Just in case Vanessa's watching. Alright, don't re-raise. Let's see a flop. I'm going to flop a deuce. We going to flop a deuce. Alright. A lot of action. Deuces could be the best hand right now. But it's way too weak to just bet. That's rare, but they're never going to believe I have a queen. And it's, you know, against good players, obviously, they'll outplay you if you try to a lot of the time, just by calling you with nothing. Alright. If we continue past this, we're just guessing that Rosie doesn't have a queen. There's no reason to think that she doesn't. Or he, I don't know. Taylor Swift asks, again, honey, you know the answer to this question. I told you. She asked who my favorite all-time Survivor player was. And it was my buddy, Boston Rob. He's so good at the game. Here we're just doing the limp, really cheap, trying to steal. It didn't work. But we have a 4. That could work. But we're not even going to call. He's got a jack or a 7, I think. Don't bet. Just give up. Alright, we won. What an idiot. The hell could you have? King high. Nice. I guess that's fine. We got really lucky. We hit the 4. Sorry, bud. Okay. Sincere Apathy asking again about Survivor. Thinking I'd be an easy vote out. You're making a case for the fact that because people are going to know me and know that I have money, that they'll want to get rid of me. But I know how to make a case for why it makes total sense for them to keep me. Okay? Think about it. The end of Survivor, how it works is you have a jury, and they have to give somebody the $1 million. So if you were smart, wouldn't you think, well, bring that guy? Because no one's going to give him $1 million. So you want to keep me in the game because I can't win, right? Because I can't win. Who's going to give me the money? And I have a solution to that as well. Don't worry, I've thought of all this stuff. I know what I'm doing. I know Survivor. I'm good at the game. Trust. How old was I when I became a millionaire? 26, I think. Back then, it wasn't easy to become a millionaire. It wasn't like all these huge 100K tournaments and all that kind of stuff. I was grinding, playing $1,000 tournaments, playing cash games, moving up in stakes. Okay, we're going to check call. Hope it goes check, check on the turn. And then the plan is to bluff the river if we miss. Okay? Or, of course, we can hit a 7 for a straight. But if it goes check, check, all right, he checked. So now we're going to bet, as I said. Hope he has nothing, which he usually does. Yeah, that's how you play poker. You see the genius, guys. You see the brain, the wrinkles, and everything. That's how a poker hand is played. Check calling a queen 6-4 rainbow. No suit, that means. And then all of a sudden, he checks back the turn, right? So he's putting up the white flag. He's got no pair. Then I bet a 3 on the river. It makes 5-7. It makes 2 pair. It makes all kinds of stuff. Like, how's he ever going to call me? You know? If you hit the jack, maybe he'll call me. That's fine. But really, it's just a good play. Small ball opens up bluffing opportunities as well, my friends. You guys learning anything yet? I hope so. I've been doing this for 20 years, right? And it's been working for 20 years. So you'd think maybe you might want to give it a shot. Every couple of years, everyone tells me, "Oh, that doesn't work anymore." Okay. When I stop winning, I'll let you know. It works, man. Guard up. Guard up. Then a little slip the jab. Slip the jab. Slip the jab. Oh boy. Okay. Very important. Rower 123. Hey Daniel. I'm considering taking a year off between high school and college to play poker. Currently up like $400 last month from playing both online and live. Any tips for a young aspirant? Yes. I have a serious tip, and I'm not joking right now. Don't. I'm serious. Don't. Trust me. If I could go back, and I know people always say that, elders. If I could go back and do the college thing and live my life and then play poker after, I'd do it in a heartbeat. You don't want to miss out on these experiences, and poker will always be there, right? So you can still play poker when you're in school. Maybe not devote your life to it. You can still make some money, probably play on campus with your friends and stuff. But get your education if that's part of your plan. Get it, play poker along the way, and then you have options when you're done, And you don't want to waste your youth. I did. Now, I wouldn't say waste. Obviously, it worked out for me. But think about it. How many don't, percentage-wise, right? It worked for me. How many other people have done that? It didn't work out for them. Vast majority. I was special. But seriously, if I can give you any piece of advice, I'd say don't take the year off. Go to school. Go to college. And then no one's saying you stop playing poker. I'm not saying that at all. Keep it up. Get better. Improve. But also get a college degree or whatever it is you want to get. Is that fair enough? Rower 123, and that's for everybody out there. Whether it's your day job or something else you're thinking about to quit to play poker, don't. If you have a job or if you play in college, do it for a year, and let's see how much money you make at the end of the year with consistent play and a lot of hours. And if after a year or two you notice, wow, I'm making more money doing this than I am at my job, then maybe you want to consider it. But also notice this. Playing poker when you have to pay the rent is very different than playing poker as a recreational thing. When when your bank goes on the line and there's, formula that needs to be bought for your baby. It changes things, It ain't for the faint of heart, you know what I'm saying? So keep your day job, play poker for fun, You know, improve your game. Watch some Twitch streaming. Get some life lessons, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Telling Poker, who has a better stare, Ivy or Timex? Or Jay Carver? Come on, he doesn't have a stare like those two. Timex's stare is just awkward. He stares at you like way too much. Ivy has a legit one. The best stare in poker, still, bar none, John Joanda. He's one big eye. He's got one eye that's like, I don't know, 5 times the size of the other eye. All right, let's see a flop. Pair 8, that's a good flop. I mean, you see that? I say that's a good flop. Most people go, oh, terrible. Why? It's pretty damn good. I got a pair. 3 spades. 3 straight. 1 overcard. Who cares? She bet last time if Queen, Queen, 5 flop. She bets again. We're just going to assume that 36, you're betting the fucking pot? What the hell? Well, that lets me know that she's committed to the hand. So even if I'm in front, probably a draw. Shit. Damn it. I didn't think I was folding on this flop. Wow. Pot, huh? Okay. These people here didn't get the small ball memo. Rosie, I'm going to have to send you to small ball camp. Niels Runeb asks, what's my IQ? Well, it's a lot higher than average. I think it's like, I don't know, 5,800. What's the scale, 1 to 200? I don't know. I think on my IQ is probably like 10,000. In that neighborhood, give or take a couple hundred. The Poker Show asks, do you think a person can grind their way back from broke in today's poker environment? Yes, of course. If I was broke tomorrow, dead broke, like if I had no money, and let's say, for example, not no money, like if I could borrow $5,000. With $5,000, if I had to, and I don't want to, I could grind, playing online, playing cash, renting a really small place, no car necessary. You know, let's say if my bills were like, you know, if I could get them down to $1,000 a month. What is this? What do I got here? All right, let's just do it again. Right, 10. Hang on, what did I just do there? Yeah, that's right. 2 9s. Come on, Rosie. Give me some action with a worse hand. Call me with 2 8s. Call me with 2 8s, Rosie. You're thinking about it, huh? Come on. So someone asked earlier, when do you abandon small ball? When you're this short on chips. Nice bluff. Maybe she'll tell me what she had. Come on, Rosie. Speak up. 1,500, huh? Okay. What kind of music do I enjoy listening to? Asks Siggy Snad. I like reggae. I like old school reggae. Dembo, 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 dembo. Man on the table, me say the dembo. Bo cat, dress back. Really? You're all in? Okay, okay. 9 blinds. I played this bad. I probably should have moved in myself. Because I didn't see that the Velcro only had 4,000 in chips. Hee 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 hee, yeah. Alright, what do we got here? Another ace. I got 10. What the hell? Let's just ship it. I'm trying to think now. I can't. Thanks, Rosie. Oh, disabled. Goes all in. Ari Zavav is thinking. So you notice the small ball's been abandoned a little bit because of my... Hey, Phil Kessel just scored for the Pittsburgh Penguins. I get alerts on my phone. You take picture with Rosie's at World Series last year. Rosie's? Okay, thank you. All right. What kind of music do I listen to? Old school reggae. I love Bob Marley. One of my favorite. Redemption song. One of my favorite songs in the world. All pirates, yes, they rob I. Stole I from the merchant ships. Minutes after they took I from the bottomless pit. But my hand was made strong by the hand of the Almighty. We forward in this generation triumphantly. Won't you hear to sing? These songs of freedom is all I ever had. Redemption songs. Okay, we're gonna try that same play, the check, bluff river. We don't know. Do we need to bluff? That's a bad card. It just smashes the range there. What do I do here? They call if they have a pair, they're gonna call. The only thing I can get them off of is a better ace. So I'm not gonna try it. I think I'm dead here. I think I'm dead. Damn. Pretty sure. Unless they've got queen, jack, jack 10. You know. See, told you. Fuck, I know what they got. I still. Man. I knew I had to bluff there. What am I doing? That was the plan, but then the king came, and it really. I was gonna bluff, and it would have worked if it came like a low card. But I don't know. It's just hard for me to represent something there, and the king hits. I don't know. Darn it all. Mm-mm. 31 players left. Let's see what's going on here. We had 60 to start. We are below average, to say the least. What's the average? 20. Yeah, the average is 20, obviously. Duh. Oh, ace king. Hi. Let's go all in. Whatever. Whatevs. Call me. Call me with ace queen. 6 shoes. You guys are probably wondering if that was a bottomless pit of food. Who is Rosie's? All right. I like all kinds of music too. I like today's hits. I like some hip hop. I like Eminem. I like Hobson. If you don't know Hobson, check him out. He's good. I'm gonna play a Hobson song. I can do that, right? On the break, yeah. I'm gonna do that. Oh, go all in here first. Oh wow, we have a race. Come on now. Dope! Good hand. Dang it. Ah, man. We busted. All right. We never really had it going in this one, as you can tell, right? We just never really had the mojo. What else we got? Oh, is this a Sunday special? I can still late reg? Well, let's play that one. Huh. Late reg last minute. Starting soon. Register. What's this? Register. Okay. We're going to be short, but that's okay. This is the big one. Short on chips. What are we playing here? Sunday special. Let's capture that window. Move over. All right. Back in action. No breaks. Although, it's a break. 10K. Look, I'm doing fine. Whatever. I don't even know what the blinds are, but whatever. We can afford it. All right. All right, I'm going to play a song for you guys. I don't know how it'll sound through here, but good song.
This is where your ice cream comes from. The creamy poop of a mystic unicorn. Totally clean, totally cool, and soft served straight from a sphincter. They're good at pooping. But you know who sucks?
Here we go. Ale mine, a hops and five. Hopefully y'all can hear that. Hops and spitting lyrics. Give me it. Give me it. Is that you? Do nothing at all. Find a guy. Jeez. Can't see. Yeah. Love that dude. Oh. Ha! Cool. That was fun. Playing a little music, huh? Yeah, why not? Yeah, man. That was cool. Okay, cool. New tournament, the Sunday special. This is the big one. How many players did we have in this tournament? Let's take a look. We started with 309. There were only 107 left. I bought in at the very last minute. And how many does it pay? Should pay about 100 and... Look at this, I'm almost in the money. 45 players. Ha! Tell you the truth, I don't mind late regging. I think late regging is not nearly as, as bad as, some may make it seem. Because, listen, I'm still in, right? I don't have much chips. I've only got like 12 blinds. But we'll do it. What is this person saying in the chat? Ew. Okay, we're not going to play the deuce 3 suited. So we're basically in the similar kind of situation we were after that in that last tournament. Short on chips. Ill mine 8. Yeah, is that one good? I think I just heard that one. Ace 10 suited. This will be the one, right? What do we got? Yeah, I think we gotta go. We gotta go with it. Let's do it. Boom. Come on, fold. Or call and lose. One of the two. Your choice. Okay, El Binko. This is interesting. Oh, yeah, that's huge. Come on, are you kidding me? Just picking up the blinds and antes with 10K there. He moved up to 13.5. We're basically in that territory now where we just have shoves. We're out of 105 players. We're 95th place. The average is 30K. So we have to double up in a bit to get back to the average. See how loud it sounded on here. That was fun. I liked it. That was fun. There's also one of my new favorites. I know it's silly, but it's a Justin Bieber song because it has the line of all lines that is like the meanest thing you could ever say to a girl, I think. Especially, I don't know, I think about it from my mother's perspective too. And the line in the song, Love Yourself, where he says, "My mama don't like you and she likes everyone." What do we got here? One sitting out. I'm going to have to throw that away. Yeah, we got a little too much. My mama don't like you and she likes everyone. It's like, how cruel is that? My mom likes everyone, like literally everyone, but she don't like you. Oh man, imagine that. If a guy said that to you or a girl. I look like Edward Norton. Edward Norton. I look like Edward Norton. Someone said Castor Troy. I just spoke with Edward a couple weeks ago about doing an event together. I'm really excited about that. I'm a huge fan. What makes you laugh most in poker? What makes me laugh the most in poker? You'd be surprised, but Phil Ivey, because not while we're at the table, but away from the table. He's a funny dude. Someone said, ABC1211, what is, in your opinion, the worst variant of poker and why? Why is it Badoogie? It's not Badoogie. It's Badusi and Badesi. It's a form of poker people have been playing a little bit that, man, this guy's only got 9 blinds. Am I supposed to call here? I think I am. Yeah, he's under the gun kind of thing. I hate this hand, but it's an ace. Yeah, let's go. Boo. Stupid. What the hell am I doing? I hate calling with that junk. Just felt like he was too short to fold. 8 or 9 blinds? I don't know. Okay, this one we're going to fold for sure. Would you rather play Survivor against random people or... What happened there? It's just one song. Chillax. People going nutty because I played one song. Jeez. Whoa. What? What? My channel got deleted. What happened? It's goofy. just got... Hang on, just got to connect here. Folding here. My mama don't like you and she likes everyone. Please select a rate. My mama don't like you and she... Oh, aces. I guess we're all in to do it. Not many choices with aces there. You're too short. Come on, call me. I only have 5,000. How do you fold? Don't do it. My mama don't like you. He folded, huh? Damn. All right. I don't know. I just had an internet thing on that computer. I got laptops running. I got all kinds of games. Ace 4, 7 blinds, 8-handed. Probably wrong, but I don't care. I'm not going to sit here on 7 blinds and fold out waiting for the right situation. I'll just take it. They're all folding anyway. Who cares, bro? Biggest loser. Who cares? You ever remember Patrick Antonius? Who cares, bro? I'm the biggest loser. Never mind. Poker After Dark. Humor. I would rather play Survivor against the way the game's supposed to be played, not a celebrity version. I want to play it properly. Big Whale asked, P.S. PokerStars employee. Hey, how you doing, Big Whale 11? Would you consider doing The Amazing Race instead of Survivor if asked? I don't know. I've watched The Amazing Race, and I know it's a good show. I don't know that that's something that speaks to me quite in the same way that Survivor does, because it's less about the interpersonal stuff, and it's more just about, executing. Hayden's and Paisley Mama. Who will win the Stanley Cup first? Edmonton, Toronto, or Calgary? Wow. You really went to the bottom of the barrel for that. Not Calgary. I would have said never Toronto in a bazillion years on any front. But they've actually set themselves up well now to create a team. So, and they have money, and they have, people like to play there. People don't necessarily like to play in Edmonton as much. So I'll go with them. Okay, just to answer your question. Jim C 0722 says, if I were to square off against Jason Somerville in an MMA fight, who would be the favorite, and more importantly, who would win? That one wouldn't be close. With all due respect to my young friend Jason Somerville, if we fought in any format, physically, no, he would not beat me. Maybe years ago, like probably, let's say, 6 years ago, I was skinny and weak, and he would probably, and older, and kick my butt. But I'm the strongest I've ever been now, and I'm more, I'm in better shape. He's much thinner. He's a very, very thin guy. He spends 55 hours a day twitching online. He doesn't have time to go bulk up. So, and then not that that's all there is, but if we fought today, I win. Maybe if he trained and all that kind of stuff, he could take me down, but not right now. Thank you, Piranha Hababada. Said he would vote for me over any of these candidates in a heartbeat. What's my favorite TV show, Mickey Plocky asks? Well, I'll tell you what, I love Survivor. It's a show that I've watched for many, many years, and I plan to watch for the rest of my life. In terms of comedy, Curb Your Enthusiasm. If you guys haven't seen it, greatest show ever for comedy perspective. And then dramas, you can't go wrong with Sopranos. Sopranos started all these shows, like the Breaking Bads of the world, like the Boardwalk Empires, The Wire, all this kind of stuff would not have happened were not for Sopranos. It was the first time a series, put regular looking people, not perfectly chiseled faces, regular people, and it devoted to long-term character development, where 3-4 episodes go by and nothing would happen, like you see in a lot of shows now. And that wouldn't have been a thing back then. They used to have shows that have a beginning, middle, and an end, like a CSI type stuff, which I don't watch. But these, the long-running series things, that was really the original, and I still think the the best. It was just, I loved it. I mean, I thought it was great. Paulie Walnuts. RPD asks if I'm doing some boxing lately. Do I train? You know what? It's funny. I was at the gym here. They had gloves and they had a bag. So I was, I was throwing some punches. It's fun. But I stopped doing that with my trainer for a little bit because I had wrist issues from push-ups, and she didn't want to like risk it. But I love it. I always, when I was a kid, I was a Rocky fan. My dad used to take me to those movies, and I always wanted to be a boxer. Frankly, I just didn't want to get hit in the face. This pretty face. So I'm gonna grow this out right here. I'm gonna fade it. I'm gonna do a funky fade where I'm gonna go thin here, like I'm gonna go short here. I've already started to do it a little bit, but I'm gonna go like short here, like the 5 with the trimmer, then grow it out here, and then grow this bottom part like that. That's what we're doing. I kind of had it like that a little while ago, but just starting to grow it back again. Jordan888 asks how I built a bankroll in Toronto and how much I brought to Vegas my first time. Well, I built it the good old-fashioned way, grinding 10-20 limit hold'em, basically 5, 10, 10, 20 limit hold'em games back then. And then I brought probably 3,000 on my first trip. And 24 hours after that, I had a lot of free time. I didn't have any money left. I broke. Went to play 2040 with the big boy. Oh, this is that Cole S93. That's the dude who was aggro like a mofo earlier. Wheats Play says, what is your favorite type of poker tournament to play for fun? What format do you excel in? 8-game! I love it! It's so fun to change the games up and play a little mix of different types of games. It's by far my favorite. Stud 8, Omaha, Triple Draw, Pot Limit Omaha, Stud, everything. It's great. I wish that was more popular. I wish that was more popular than No Limit Hold'em. I wish you all would learn how to play all the games rather than just one. Cam Rockin asks, what is your opinion on Devilfish in the Hall of Fame? Well, so this is an interesting question, okay? I think he qualifies. I do. I think he had a career that showed longevity. He was, he won for a long time. Aside from what he did for the game, not as a builder type, I think, he qualifies. The issue is, just because, he wasn't even on the ballot until this year because he passed away at 59 years old, or 69, I'm not sure. 59, I believe. And he wasn't even on the ballot. And all of a sudden, because he passed, people put him on the ballot. And I just think that we should shy away from that. Same thing happened with Thor Hansen when he got sick, and Chris Bjorn a little bit for a while. I get the sentimental reasoning why people want to do that, but I want the Hall of Fame to be more pure in the sense that, it's not about, oh, well, this person just died, let's put them in. It's a case of do they deserve it over the other people. And I always think it's important to vote in the most deserving people. And last year I thought that the candidates were John Joanda and Jennifer Harmon, who, both I thought were deserving. And I think Devilfish does have an opportunity to possibly get in this year or the next. This year will be tough because Phil Ivey turns 40. And if you don't vote for Phil Ivey to make the Hall of Fame, what the hell? What do you got to do exactly? He was the biggest winner online, big cash game winner, big tournament winner. All he does is win, 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 no matter what. And people say, oh, and you stay there, and you stay there. Printin 78. Hi, Daniel. I love your Twitter rants. Convince me why I shouldn't vote Trump. Let's leave this stream political free because it just riles me up. The man and just everything about the man is not something that I support. I think of when I had the right to vote. I think of who do I want to represent me and my values on the world stage? Who will I be proud of in the way that they handle people on Twitter, the way that they engage with women, the way that they handle themselves in a classy, respectful way? Those things matter to me. And Ace King suited matters to me as well. And with 7 big blinds, they are all going in against this massive stack who's got 80 dimes. Let's go. Good luck. Yep. Jack 10. We got the best hand. King. Oh, no queen. We don't want no queen. No queen. Yeah, baby! Double up. That's what's up. We got 15K, 16K. One more double up. And we at the average. This is winnable. We're now in 74th place out of 85. we've played this tournament for a total of like 2 or 3 rounds. I love doing that. Late reg, whee! I really do think most tournaments, frankly, I would change the way that they do things. There's too much play early in these tournaments, right? If you took some play away, started with less chips, and then add more play later, I think most people would prefer that, because sometimes you play so deep stacked, it just doesn't even mean anything, you know? You play 50 and 100 blinds with 30K in chips. Who cares, bro? It's just a waste of time with no ante, too. Like, ugh. If I was running tournaments, you know, I would start all of them with no more than 100 big blinds. So, if, for example, if the blinds were 1500 to start, start with 10,000 in chips. You know, but then I would make sure to add more play late. So I got 14 bigs. I think this is an all in also against the 2 blinds. Yeah, because they're both short too. I'm gonna fold this one, just cause I'm doing good. I got 17,000 now. Yeah, we're gonna win the Sunday special, cause I'm so special. Na 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 na. Boo Mix Dizzle says, do I think I would still be a pro if I turned 18 today and didn't play during the poker boom in 2004? Yes. I played before the poker boom, when there was no option to play online, when you had to play one table. That's it, you know? And if it wasn't a good game, well, tough luck, because you usually didn't have another opportunity. So I have a lot of confidence in myself. It would be different, because it would be more online, I'm sure. I would have to play online a lot more, and my game would probably look a lot different in terms of the way that I played. But I definitely believe that I would have been successful. M. Dumansky says, thoughts on World Series main event starting flights? First time player. Well, I'll tell you what, it depends on who you are. You know, like if you have a schedule that you have to be on, like I don't like the idea of waiting like 3 days. So typically I like to play the last day, because then you get a day off, and then you get to play the next day, and then you get another day off in between. I don't know if I want like that many days off in between. Just, you know, you're in the tournament, you want to be in there. You don't want to like, you know, go out drinking and doing other stuff and twiddling your thumbs. So I'd say the last day. Chase K says, when is it too late to register in these tournaments? I think this one was 3 hours. You got to late register for 3 full hours, and that's what we did, because we were in the other tournament. How many hours a day are in the gym and at the tables? I'm not at the tables much. You know, I'm here in New Jersey playing, but when I'm home, there's not much poker played. Play occasionally. Bellagio and Aria, I have been lately in the big mix games. But I've been, yeah, and in the gym I go 4 times a week for about an hour to 90 minutes. Have you ever ran the steps in Philly since you love Rocky? I've never done it. It's crazy, huh? But Buddy loved to. Buddy loved to. How do you think Joe McKeon played in the main event? Very well. He was very lucky to have the situation of dreams. The payout schedule was a little unique in that the jumps were very big, from 12 down to 10, and he was at the table with the only one with really good chips and everyone else short. So essentially, he could play it blind. So he played that situation perfectly. Then, you know, at the final table, I thought he played very, very well, and I thought the rest of the table kind of let him win. And not let him, but I don't think they challenged him. I think they were overly thinking about moving up spots rather than actually winning, which is fine. Personal choice. I wouldn't have taken that route, as you know. But yeah. When do I think it's time for a person trying to play poker to just throw in the towel? Well, never. I mean, as a professional, if you've been playing for, you know, almost 2 years and you still can't win, what am I going to do with this? Raise to 24. What do I got here? 10, 15 blinds. I'm just going to raise this one. If it goes all in front of me, that's bad. I think I have to call. Well, they're actually pretty deep stacked. If this guy moves all in, the good guy, I think I have to call. I don't think I can fold. I got 10, 14 bigs. I mean, it's not exactly... I don't want him to raise. I want him to fold. Or call. It's fine. All right, he folded. It's huge. Like, you know, every little pot, I tell you guys this, you win these pots late, there's just a lot of meat in there. I've gone from, 10,000 to 18, you know, just by hanging in there. Hanging around. Kids got alligator blood. All right, we're not going to play this one. Any good, funny Helmuth stories? Oh, where do I start? I could do a book on them. Oh boy. So, good question. The Brolians are, I want to talk about this one. This is fun. What do you think of Phil Ivey beating casinos in the Baccarat or whatever? And personally, so you know the whole thing with Phil Ivey and how he was playing against the casinos in Crockford, and he was doing a thing called edge sorting, which basically they had cards that were faulty. So on the back of the cards, there's like there's a diamond print, and they weren't cut properly. So you could tell if you look closely which ones were the 7s, 8s, and 9s, which is very important in a game like the Punto Blanco Baccarat, right? So what he did, he played in the casino. He was looking at them. He could see, very clearly see the cards that were good because they screwed up, right? They offered him a game. He accepted the game. He won, and then they're trying not to pay him, And in the first case, he wasn't awarded the money, which is absurd. Because what if he would have lost? They're never going to give him a refund. It's not his fault that they're defensive cards. He's an edge player. He's looking for an advantage. And if the freaking cards that they offer are substandard, they're supposed to eat it. It's just absurd. It sets a terrible precedent for anyone who plays in casino and gambles and then later is not paid because it's, we had faulty cards or whatever. It's just a really slippery slope. So I think that it is $10 or $11 million, which is a lot of money, but I think that they just have to pay him. I can't imagine how, a judge who understands anything about gambling would rule against that. It's just there's no it doesn't make any sense. It would be akin to this. Imagine you and me. We're going to play golf, right? Let's say me and you are going to play golf, and I say, okay, let's play 100,000 a hole, but I'm not very good, so I need a stroke a hole. Okay, let's say I say that, and let's say I shoot about 100, okay, and you're a scratch golfer or something, so you want to give me a stroke a hole, and you agree, and you say, okay, let's play for 100,000 a hole. Then after 18 holes, I play really good and I shoot 85, and I beat you for $1 million. What are you gonna do? Oh, you said you were no good. So what? I played good. What do you want from my life? You still have to pay. You're the one who agreed to the bet. Nobody put a gun to your head and said, hey, take this bet. You obviously bet the money because you thought you had an advantage. When the casino offered this game to Phil Ivey, what do you think they were doing? They're trying to take advantage of him. They were trying to beat him out of his money. So he outsmarted them, and now they're trying to cry foul by calling in the the legal system. It's ridiculous. Just absolutely ridiculous. Indefensible. Clawlock says, if you like the current season of Survivor, absolutely. It's been a good one. Fun. There's some weird people on this season. The guy who looks kind of like Obama, who's a prototypical narcissist. Him and Donald Trump would get along really, really well. They're very similar in just their lack of awareness in a lot of areas. And that was interesting. And then Debbie, who's so funny. I tweeted a picture of her, the part-time model thing. It's just, all right, what do we got here? 15 bigs. Gonna raise, just been raised again. I think we're gonna do just fine now. We're starting to catch up. This Cole guy, he was super aggro earlier, and then other tournament. I'm not gonna fold ace jack to him. I think we're okay. All right, this is huge. Okay, we got a call. All right, we're gonna check it back. We're gonna try to set a little mini trap and, bet small on the turn. 36. All right, he had nothing. Gave him one shot. We're going to raise again. These guys are just folding all the time, so what the heck? Suited. He bet 1,200. Wow, this is so weird. What the hell? I have nothing. Just bet into me. I'm going to fold, but this is goofy. To just fold for 1,200. If I had any sort of anything, I wouldn't fold it. to that bet. All right, we're going to keep up the pedal to the metal here. Ugh, all right, fine, I fold. Look out against his, oh shit. Against, gotta put a thing here, against his hate-filled rhetoric. All right, what do we got here? A little limp? Okay, take a flop with you, why not? Snackinator. Snackinator. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Checking, huh? I'm gonna check. I don't know what you're doing here. Limping, checking a king deuce flop. I don't really know what your plan is, but if you bet now, I'll just let you have it. Although, yeah, okay. Take your money. I don't know. What do you want from me? I've got nothing. I got my all access. What's the best way to learn small ball? As I said, the book that I wrote, Hold'em Wisdom for All Players, or no, the Power Hold'em, is the one that you want to look at. Oh, I have to move in here. I have to move in here. Yeah, small ball. Check out the book that I wrote. Oh man, you're freaking raising. How many blinds do I have? 11 or 12. I'm gonna fold. I know this sounds insane, but just folded ace queen to you. I mean, you got two players there. Like the first player could have something. Oh, he had jacks, he said. All right, let's go all in here then. We got the jacks. Haha. Just double up this way. Boom, boom, boom. Back in action. What do we got? 32K. So what are we doing here now? We're 40th out of 73 players. Average is only 42. So hello, and we're almost near the money now. 72 players left. Okay. We're going to do this. Am I a fan of Game of Thrones? Duh. Who isn't? Do you see the newer, younger generation of high-stakes multi players being stronger or weaker than the old-school players? Stronger overall, you know, depending what age group. I think that the best players now are typically in the late 20s, early 30s range. The ones that have been playing for a little bit, that have some experience. There's very few younger ones because they haven't been able to reach the highest levels. There's a kid named Fedor Holtz, of course, and there's another one by the name of Dmitry Urbanic, who has been taking the poker world by storm, doing quite well. Which celebrity did I meet that surprised me the most and why? I would say Hugh Jackman. And I shot a little cameo in X-Men Wolverine, which you may have seen. I was in that film for a good solid 5 seconds. He was just really kind, really friendly, and the one thing that really surprised me is there's about 100 extras on set. You know, people just in the background. They're not really important, if you will. He knew their names. Like that doesn't sound like a big deal, but he doesn't need to, right? He's the star, but he was like kind to them. He would talk to them. He would, you know, he knew most of their names and stuff. And I just thought that was this kind of human being that you want to be like that. That's like a very role model type behavior of him not putting himself ahead of others, acting like he's better than everyone. I was really impressed with Hugh Jackman. Do I think it would be tough being vegan and celiac? Not at all. I'm gluten-free as well. And my trainer, she's actually got celiac, and she is vegan now as well. I think it's not a problem at all. All right, raise early. We don't have enough money really to just gamble here. We're going to have to throw this one away. Unfortunately. If he folded, I would have raised. Look at you, hippies. Oh. I don't even understand. Team Ivy Support says, is it important to be alpha when it comes to girls? What do you mean, bro? Alpha. Yeah, I don't know. Be yourself. I think that's the most important thing with girls is be you. Be real, you know? Don't play a shtick. Don't give them the old, like, come here often. What's your sign? I don't know. And if you're being funny, that's fine, if that's really you. Besides that, what's your favorite boxing movie? I loved Creed. I'm a Rocky fan. I thought Creed was fantastic. Fantastic. I thought it was Stallone's best acting bit ever. He was really good. As a sort of a feeble, more, weaker, older Rocky. He was very sympathetic and just very, you gotta love the guy. Like who doesn't like that guy? Am I right? Am I wrong? Two deuces. We gonna raise it up. We gonna represent strength under the gun. Somebody raises us here, we in trouble. But they gonna fold. They gonna fold. Rash Daddy asks if I can there you go. Picking up chips, grinding, all the way up, all the way to the finish line. Rash Daddy asks if I can talk about the Super High Roller Ball. Yeah, it's a 300K buy-in, 49 players. Should be a juicy one. I mean, they've got some... If you get, from a field of 49, if you get 9 businessmen, that's a really good one. And I think we're probably in that neighborhood, 9 to 12 businessmen. So 300,000 buy-in. It'll be on Poker Central. And if you haven't watched Poker Central yet, what are you waiting for? Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Fire, Xbox. A lot of different ways to watch the network right now globally. So check it out. That's PokerCentral.com. You go to the website and you can find out how you can access the network yourself. We'll fold this one. Callie, is Callie any closer to online? Oh, I forgot I'm not typing. Well, Awesomeizer says, seems like a lot of pros have similar complaints to me about the structures of tourneys. Why aren't things changing? Is it better for those that hold events in some way? Shouldn't they be listening more to the players? Well, they are. And here's the thing. So for a lot of players who don't like the fact that there's too much play early, the good news is most every venue is allowing for late registration. So if you want to start with 300 blinds, for example, you show up on time at noon. If you'd rather start with 100 blinds, you show up, 4 or 5 hours later, and you get a shorter day. Obviously, you get less opportunities to double and triple up or whatever, but it's it's worthwhile for a lot of people who choose to, value the quality of their daily life over, playing the early levels. Any televised high-stakes games coming? Check out Poker Central, as I said, the super high roller cash games as well. You can find there was a live stream of all the hands, and then you've got the edited version as well. So check those out. Salvatore 1884 asks, "Hey Daniel, what are your thoughts on Stu Younger?" Stu Younger, I sort of covered that before. He was a good player, obviously. He was not liked really by people because he was kind of an asshole, but they all respected his game, and his ability to play. He had a lot of problems, rough upbringing, drug addict, big ego, little Napoleon complex, the whole deal. If you saw the movie on his life, I think it was a fair depiction of who he kind of fell into being. Always trying to prove something, Oh my God, Grubsiet asks how I liked the movie Rounders back in the day when it came out. Oh, amazing film. That was like, oh my God, that's really what started like the poker boom before the poker boom. I absolutely loved Rounders, and if it's on TV now, like if it's on one of the cable networks, I can't stop. It's like if it's in the middle of it, and it's like like just all the lines. I love it. I still remember it like it's yesterday, and yeah, Rounders is by far the best poker movie that was ever made. There's not really been one on the same level. It was really good. You guys, no, never mind. Jay Carver's talking trash about what? How much did your bust out from the main event hurt? Yeah, I already answered that. My first line, that's dumb. I don't watch Walking Dead. It's supposed to be good though, right? No, I'm not going to call here. It's supposed to be good. Someone says he would bet 100K he can take you in an MMA fight live on Twitch. When? If he wants to do it sooner rather than later. I don't want him to have a chance to train. Okay? He's not like going to get 6 months to prepare. It's like we go right now after the Twitch session. Tell Jay Carver, if you're watching, that we can. I'll meet him after this. We'll meet at midnight. We'll meet at midnight at the rooftops. And we'll go MMA style. 100K, huh? Well, I'd rather do boxing, to be honest with you, because I don't know all the moves. But I'd still do it. Why not? It's fun. I didn't know he's a little MMA baller, apparently. Okay, whatever. Live on Twitch. Biggest cash game I played, 48,000, many a times. Who's my favorite musician? Bob Marley. Covered that. Someone says I should watch the new Hugh Jackman movie, Eddie the Eagle. Yeah, I definitely want to see that. It's on my list. You guys, someone asked what it was like to lose quad kings against Katy Perry's quad aces career ender. If you ever saw the music video for Waking Up in Vegas by Katy Perry, you will see that she's involved in a poker hand while she's making money and this and that, and she's playing against yours truly. I was in that music video. I know the music director, and he asked me to do a little cameo in it, and that was fun. I also did a cameo in one of his films called Detention, which if you didn't see, might be worth checking out. Okay, he's betting here a lot of hands. I'm going to call. I'm probably going to call this river. I mean, unless he's got he could be value betting a jack or a queen. But if not, there's just so many hands that I do. Oh, fuck these people with the fucking all-in shit. You just do it every time. Good bluff. I'm just going to say good bluff. Guys, man. I just, like, if I ever have it here, I'm going to play it the same way. If I had, like, deuces or something like that. No, I almost pressed call. Actually. What do you want from my life? Please call, hippie. I don't know this please mom character. But again, a board like that, it's just weird to make that play, like to just overbet it. I guess unless you really don't want me to call, or you think that I'm going to level myself into it. We are not folding now. We put in 5K, 16 more. You know, there's obviously a chance we're beat or could get beat, but we're committed. I don't mind if this cold dude moves in necessarily because he seems a little on the friskier side. TRP moving in would be dangerous. Not folding dangerous, but all right. We will take that money, honey. All right, he limped in. All right, then we will limp in. That's strange. Smelnack, New Jersey. What did Smelnack... Okay, Smelnack is really low on chips. This is a spot where we're going to... like, if he's got aces or kings or whatever, we have to push him around a little because he's short. The big blind called. They both called? What the... What the... Okay, I'm sorry. Pardon me. You know, fine. I'm done. I'm not... What the hell did this guy have? Smelnick. We're called with sixes. Why wouldn't he move in with sixes? That was a big mistake on his part. With his short stack there. Cost me money. Oh. Got some all-ins happening. I will probably sell some pieces again to the $1 million event if it happens again. Yeah, it's just a lot of money to put up for one tournament, $1 million. I'll put up 500 comfortably, but $1 million just feels a little out of the price range. Mayo Face 1337 asks about my position on my thoughts on rake changes or whatever, and I will direct you directly to the blog that I wrote about the topic just last week. You can check it out at fullcontactpoker.com. Little analysis of who it hurts, and, you know, what type of game formats have been affected, etc., etc. Oh, what's this? A6. Nah. How are we still? We're doing good. Look at this. 58 players left. 13 more, and we are in the money. We're currently in 45th place. Happy. Should I play a little music? Oh, nah. Play it on my phone? What do you think? Little, yeah, you know, whatever. Alright, what is this guy? All in? Yeah, I can't fold. Let's just move in. Push anybody else in who wanted to play with the pair. What? Okay. Let's play that song. Why not? Because it's funny. King 10, King Queen. Oh, really? The whole point of me doing this was to get 2 7s to fold, and he called anyway. This guy did not play the hand correctly. That's very, very poor play but from Cole. The whole reason I pushed was to get him to fold a small pair. You never want to play a small pair in a three-way pot. That was really unlucky. Or whatever you want to call it. All right, all in. This Cole guy's been aggro, thorn in my side. Queen 6 against Queen Deuce. Hello. Hold. Chop it up. My music. For all the times that you All right. Let's play a little different. Something a little different, huh? What do you think? Play some cash. Cash games. Let's play a different game. Let's go, more games. Let's go. Let's see. Players. Stud. You got stud games going. You got 8 game going over here. You got all kinds. Actually, you know what? It is almost 10 p.m. Big D-Negs. In and out for 3 hours. I'm going to take a little break. I think call it a night for the poker. What else? So, yeah, I'll be gone tomorrow. But I might stream some Hearthstone next week here there occasionally. But I won't be able to stream the poker, unfortunately, because going back to Vegas. And there's no online poker there yet. At least no PokerStars, which is online poker. There's no other site that matters. So it was a pleasure, everyone. If I didn't get to your questions, they probably sucked. They weren't very interesting. So just try to reform them in the future. And where am I going to be next? Where will you see me next? I guess I will be in my next tournament. It's Monte Carlo. Yeah, I'll be in Monte Carlo at the end of April. And then the Super High Roller Bowl in May. And then, of course, we've got World Series. I'm super excited. I'm going to win lots of stuff. But on that note, everyone, it was a pleasure. I enjoyed it. I hope you did as well. I hope maybe you even learned a thing or two. If you'd like to learn more, fullcontactpoker.com. Check out my blog that I wrote about last week's Twitter hands. And there's a couple blogs on that topic. So, what else do I got for you? There's supposed to be an announcement that was going to happen tomorrow, but it's not ready yet. On the documentary, Kid Poker. Very, very soon, I'm being told that there'll be a very cool announcement about the future of the documentary that you can all hopefully see very soon. So, sayonara, everyone. You guys have a good night.